Unless someone leads you right to Shelton's Bear Creek Cemetery, odds are you'd never find it. Hidden is an understatement. It's overgrown, fenced in, and now wedged between State Highway 161 on one side and a newly built senior living center on the other. But volunteer Jamie Simon knows the way. He is one of a handful of faithful volunteers determined to give this burial ground the respect and maintenance it deserves. After all, his great-great-grandfather is buried here.
Our graveyard should have somebody to take care of it, regardless if you're related to anybody in it or not, because it's kind of like a sacred ground, and it needs to be took care of the best it can be did.
Jamie doesn't know which one of these headstones marks his ancestor's grave, if the grave is even marked at all. More than 200 former slaves and their relatives are buried here, yet only 12 legible headstones remain. Most visible among them, perhaps, Rose Dilworth, an early Bear Creek area settler who died in 1926. She was also Tim Green's great-great-aunt.
It's a humbling experience knowing that these are the people that did what they did, and now you're benefiting from what they did in their past life, and their struggle was greater than ours.
Although Shelton's Bear Creek Cemetery is federally protected, that doesn't mean it's federally maintained. Volunteers are taking charge of not only cleaning up the property, but of preserving the history that goes along with it.
I knew it was hallowed ground. All cemeteries are. Black, white, green, pink, that doesn't matter because we're all God's children. And the people were kept from coming to this cemetery because the gates were always locked and they couldn't maintain it. And a lot of those generations died off, but the cemetery was still here.
And through the years, it succumbed to neglect. The city is now also helping volunteers clear decades and decades of growth. It is hard work.
Very hard. There's briaries, there's bushes, there's trees, and I'm a little older than what I used to be.
And although it is hard work, you won't hear these volunteers complain. It is work of their choosing to honor their relatives who had far fewer freedoms. Jolene DeVito for City Source.